Hey everyone and welcome to another video presented to you by technicianstudios.com. So in this video we are going to discuss about how to enhance your photos in Photoshop. Basically every one of us takes their photos using point and shoot cameras or their mobile phone cameras. The photos are very satisfying, but they don't look as much as compared to the photos taken by DSLRs. So in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to enhance them to look more professional like in Photoshop. So without wasting any more time, let's go into Photoshop and start our tutorial. So this is the photo that I have been using in this tutorial. This has been provided to me by a friend of mine and also who works as an author on our website. So first of all, we are going to add a couple of adjustment layers to enhance the color and do some color correction on this photo, and then we are going to add depth of field to enhance the overall look of this photo. So first, you need to have this adjustments panel on right side of your screen. So if you don't have that, go to window and click on adjustment. This thing should be ticked over here. So go to adjustments and then you'll see this curves adjustment layer button over here. Press this and you'll see this thing to come up. If you don't see this coming up onto your screen, go to window and click on properties. So now you'll see this line in front of you. Just to enhance the photo, click on this line and drag it somewhat below. You'll see the photo will turn a little bit darker, and also add one point over the top and increase it to the average point where it was earlier, or a little bit below it. So you can always change it to your needs. For every photo needs a different curve. So in this photo you can see now the change that we made in color correction. You see the photo becomes a little bit darker, and the top most areas where the light was very bad and like the shadows have become much better than before. So now let's add our levels adjustment layer. So in this adjustment layer you can manage the amount of black and white colors in your image. So this little handle manages the amount of black color, and this one handle manages the amount of white color in our image. So basically this is for darkness and this is for brightness. In this image we need a little bit darker image than brighter. So we'll choose the black handle and drag it a little bit this side. So 5 would be enough for our photo. So now let's close the properties panel. And also you can go to curves, go to properties, and you can also manage the levels from here. These two handles are the same as the levels adjustment handles in them. So let's add these both into our one group, and let's see what changes have we made up till now. So now as you can see, the wire has become a little bit darker, the shadows have become much brighter and intense, which looks real nice. The red color has a greater vibrance, and the black and the white light coming from the top has gotten darker, looking like the photo was taken from this side and the light was also coming from the lens of the camera. Much more like a flash type of thing. So now the last thing that we are going to do is add depth of field. So what depth of field does is that it shows only it focuses on the object and blurs everything else. So that's basically what DSLR and professional SLR cameras do, which make the photos look very good. So for that, select the background layer or the image layer that you are using, go to filter, go to blur, field blur, and now you'll get this little different interface, and you'll get this little cursor onto your screen. You'll also have these blur tools and blur effects onto the right of your screen. You'll get the blur gallery in workspace onto your screen. You'll also get this little dot in front of you. This will be placed at the middle of your photo. So basically Photoshop thinks that the object of your photo is always at the middle of your photo. So let's just drag this and move to the object of our photo, that is the earbuds. So now let's move the cursor to the circle over here and decrease this level to blur is equal to 0. So you can now you'll see the image is as it was before. Now add when you click onto anywhere, you'll add the same circle as it was before, and the before one circle changes to a dot. So let's add it to every corner of our photo and increase the and like decrease the blur a little bit to 12 for each one. You can also change it by going into here and decreasing it to, like, for example, 12 over here, 12 over here. If you don't like doing that, because this thing creates a lot of problem by going sometimes backward, sometimes forward. So basically you can add different things, like and decrease the blur over here and move it to a little bit this side. Added one over here, decrease blur to, oops, decrease blur to 0 pixels, and like let's move it to a little bit this side for the wire, and add another blur over here and change it to almost like 7 pixels, and let's move it a little bit downwards or and left side, and one more last one over here, which would be 7 pixels as well. And yeah, now you have a pretty well photo, but you get this little blur over here. You can do remove that by moving this a little bit downwards, and this one too. So, and this shadow should also come perfectly, so let's move this a little bit downwards as well, and let's move this a little bit this side so that the long wire can come on. So now you can see this image looks pretty good. You can always make changes. I did this in a hurry for the video doesn't needs to be very long, so you can change it to your needs, and basically you have got the idea of what the photo was before and what it is now. So you can see the changes. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned on Technicia Studios for more video tutorials and giveaways. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.